What's going on, YouTube? As anticipated, oh yeah, we got a package from Maniac Model Studios. Now, before we get into this, I have to say this was sent to me to review for you guys, show you guys how the build-up goes and everything. So I want to give a big shout out to Abby Lee for getting this over to me, but a bigger shout out to Maniac Studios for going through her to get hold of me to see if I would be interested in doing this. And so thank you very much. It's not very often that I get contacted from a model company asking if I want to do reviews and give my thoughts on changes, things like that. So I really appreciate it. So as with all Maniac Model Studios packaging, it comes in this black box. Pretty simple. There's their info on the back for their blog and everything. You got the nice shiny Maniac Model Studio on there. Inside of it, you get a white box. Now, I do have to say at the end of this unboxing, I'm going to have a slideshow of the comparison between original and what this looks like with the changing. If you guys saw my video, which I'll try and put a little card right about there, I actually did an unboxing of the new Quanta Full Saber Master Grade, which I'm going to be using for this conversion. Now, I know that I've ended up mentioning before, and I want to get this out in the beginning because a lot of people don't end up staying around until the end of the videos, but I did end up mentioning that I might give this away for the holiday contest, and that is dependent on views and likes. So by the time I end up doing the build and everything on this, if this video itself has 1,000 views and at least 500 likes, if you watch the video, just click the little like icon down there. It boosts my ego. It also kind of pushes out my videos to people that maybe aren't subscribed to me, to introduce them to my channel, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, if this video gets 1,000 views and at least 500 likes, I will actually do something better. I will actually end up building this up, painting it and everything, and then shipping it out to the winner. And of course, the painting isn't going to happen by the end of the year, but I want to put that option out there. The winner will have the option. They can either get as raw resin that's primed and the whole kit primed, or you get fully painted by me and just put it on your shelf. All right, so taking a look at the box here, it comes in their standard box. Now, one thing I do have to say, now I understand that it's probably cheaper for them to pay for one size packaging for everything. That's why all their packages are the same size. I mean, this is the same size package that the double Zeta full conversion came in. So, but this does not take up all this packaging. It would probably be a lot cheaper for you guys, especially shipping overseas, if you guys could make up some smaller packaging, but that's just a suggestion. It's completely up to you. Also, with it being so big and how little is in the box, it leaves a lot of room for bounce around. So I would just stick some packing bubbles or something in the package. Flipping open the way that their box ends up opening, you've got this. So you've got an instruction manual, you've got baggies of parts, you've got some decals, which I actually think were in the instruction manual. And I do have to say, all the parts were inside of this bag. I've already sliced this open and taken them out like this. So give me just 1 second and we'll be right back. We'll take a look at all the parts in the baggies, the instruction manuals, then we'll have the slideshow, and then we'll get on with the rest of the show. All right, the first thing we're going to take a look at in the package is going to be the sheet of decals. These seem to be the standard ones that you end up getting. You get the little Maniac symbol down here. But yeah, there's just a ton of warning signs, everything else. And you can see from the reflection in here that they are very small as far as the edging on the film, so that's good for when you're laying them down. Some of these, even like the cautionary ones, like I can actually see that it's right on the edge of the red, so that's going to actually be awesome when we end up using these. All right, next up we're going to end up taking a look at the instruction manual. I do kind of like the artwork that they ended up doing on here. They have some weird lighting stuff going on, both in the pictures that they ended up putting up, which it will be in the slideshow that I do, and then also on these you can see like the red flares, there's some green flares. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but one of the things I ended up noticing, which is kind of weird, 1/100 scale, perfect grade. I'm not sure if this part here is just general, but 00 Quanta Gundam. Here we have a shot of the Quanta. You have some information over here. Starting off with the instruction manual, you're going to get your head and body parts, continuation of head and body parts. So it's just showing you where they end up going. And again, with these instructions, the downside is they don't show you what parts are original and what parts are not. They're just kind of general, like, okay, so this part goes here, this part is here, this part is this. I don't know. Personally, myself, I like more detailed instructions, especially for someone that's newer getting into the hobby. That could really come in handy. You get for your shoulders, you get for your arm. Here we have for the legs. Doesn't look like too many parts for the legs, but we'll have to see once we start building. For this, to the guys on the team over at Maniac, you might want to change this. This is not chest, this is the waist. You've got for the feet, and this says for the backpack, but I think this is more for the shield piece. I don't think it's technically the backpack. You get the instruction for the weapon, so this part is going to go on for here. Now, keep in mind, the kit that I'm going to be using is going to be the full saber, so this guy's going to be kind of big and bulky, and I may have to modify, going back and looking at the actual backpack. Where are we? For this part, I'm going to have to modify this because we're going to have that second arm coming out of here. Now, I know it has the parts to be able to do just the one arm, but I'm going to do it with the two arms on here. So we're going to end up having to modify this part. You get some shots and the back of the instruction manual. All right, taking a look at the first pack of parts. I'm not popping these out yet. I'm going to do that a little bit later. We're going to separate them as far as the sections. But taking a look at the parts on here, very minimal pour tabs. The details and panel lines, like on this part right here. So I popped out one of the pieces here. You can see the kind of sheen that's on there. These definitely need to be washed. It's probably got release on there. But the panel lines look nice and crisp on here. So that's a good thing. Don't notice any warping. You can see that there's a minimal as far as the pour spout on here. But yeah, these need a bath. Insides look good. All right, taking a look at pack number 2, we've got more parts. So this is going to be for the back on here. Let's see. I think this is for the chest. A couple more pieces on here. I think this is for the chest, the V-fin things on the chest. I haven't seen parts as far as them trying to replace any of the head parts. And then here is the last pack on here, so I can tell this is for the GN drive. You've got more parts on here. What do we got? Those aren't back in the hands, those are something else. So yeah, we've got some vents on here. So the detail looks really great on here. I can't complain. So in summary, guys, here's what we got. We got pack number 1, pack number 2, pack number 3, decals, and the instruction booklet. So just going over these, and here's something else that I noticed. The bags, they have this almost talcum powder type stuff on there. It just leaving a weird funky feeling on my fingertips. But if I could give one suggestion to Maniac Studios, get someone on your team to go over and just proofread your instruction manuals as far as like the part that says chest, but it's actually the waist. The packing was very good, but I would add, like, I don't know, one of those air bubble things in the box if you're going to keep using those big boxes for something that's going to be like thin like this in the box, because it leaves this much room for these just to bounce around in shipping. I can't say that anything got damaged, but it can happen, so that would be a suggestion on that. Other than that, I am looking forward to getting started on this. I want to try and do my best for you guys to show you the process. I don't know exactly when I'm going to get started on this, and maybe next week, and maybe the week after, because I do have the Alex and the others that I end up wanting to work on. And I actually have a perfect grade add-on for the 00, not the riser part, but just the 00 from Maniac Studio. So I actually want to do an unboxing and show you guys the parts on that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope this helped you make a decision if you want to get this. I want to try and also compare the pieces that are with the new kit to the parts that are included in here. I think I'm one of the first people to end up getting one of these, because I think everybody has them on pre-order. So I really want to give a big shout out to Abby Lee for getting this over to me and being the middle person between Maniac Studios and myself. And I want to thank Maniac Studios for sending this out for me to review and show you guys how to end up doing it and give my thoughts. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a slideshow right now, and then we're out of here. If you guys like this video and you like what I'm doing and you want to see more videos like this, click that like button, click that subscribe button, and remember, if I manage to get 1,000 views on this video and at least 500 likes, I'm going to build this up, paint it, and give it away to you guys. Otherwise, it's going to sit on my shelf. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.